Hi guys, welcome back. This video is part 2 of the board series where I'm going to be sharing how I scored 100 in my 10th grade English boards and a 98 in 12th grade. So you won't believe I was scared of English in my 9th grade, but then in 10th, 11th and 12th it became one of my favorite subjects. There are just a few basic things that you need to know, a few tips that you need to follow, which I will be sharing in this video, so make sure you watch it till the end. I hope you guys find it helpful. Let's get started. The first tip, time management is really important because it is an English exam. It is going to be lengthy, so you have to keep a watch on how much time you give to each section and manage your time accordingly. In my case, I could never finish my English paper on time in school, in unit tests and pre-boards. Even though I knew the answers, I couldn't write them because of my poor time management skills. But in boards, I finished all my papers on time. What I used to do is start with the reading comprehension section, and in the 15 minutes of reading time, the first 5 minutes, I'll quickly take a glance at the paper, what kind of questions are asked in all sections and all of that. Then in the next 10 minutes, I'll go to the comprehension, read the questions first, and then read the passage to find the answers to those questions. It is so much more easier than reading the passage first, then going to the questions, then reading the passage again to find the answers. Trust me, it saves so much of your time because once you know the answers, as soon as the reading time is over, all you have to do is write them, and it'll take 10-15 minutes for one passage. Once you know what to write, it's so much more easier and quick. Tip number 2, focus on NCERT. Read every chapter at least once. I'm pretty sure most of you will be bored by now reading the same thing again and again. Even I had read it once for my unit tests, then for my midterms, another unit test, twice for pre-boards and again for boards. But then every time you're reading it, it's like you're revising and understanding the chapter even better. For the poems, understand the meaning of every stanza separately and the poem as a whole. Once you've read the chapter, go through the NCERT question and answers from any good website so that you get an idea of what kind of questions are asked in the exams from the chapter, what all is important and what all you need to remember from that. Know the theme of every chapter or poem, like what the basic idea of the chapter is, what is the message that's trying to be conveyed and all of that. You can use this for your introductions for long answers. I had also memorized the names of authors and poets of every chapter, which I mentioned for the intros of my answers. It does make an impression on the examiner, but it's not necessary, though if you want to, you can, but you do get marks only if your content is correct as well. In English, the questions, I'd say the answers for many of the questions will be similar. The questions just may be asked in different ways. So if you have a basic idea of the chapter, you could just write that and something related to the questions if you're not sure what exactly the answer is. So don't leave any question unanswered. Write something related or anything you know about the chapter. You will get a few marks for that. Tip number 4, go through previous year questions. They'll give you an idea of what kind of questions you can expect in the exam and how you're supposed to answer them. After you've answered a number of questions, you'll notice that most of the questions asked are very similar. There are just a few important points you have to know about every chapter, and the questions revolve around the same. They might change the language of the question, but the answer and the content remains the same. The next one, relate to similar or to contrasting characters from your syllabus. Note the similarities and differences between the two. These character sketch kind of questions are very common for your long answer section. Once you know the individual character sketches, all you have to do is compare and explain it, taking inferences from the text. You'll also find a lot of these character sketch kind of questions in previous year papers. Tip number 6, use keywords and inferences from the text to justify your answers. Underline these keywords because your English answers will mostly be in a paragraph format, like the introduction, main body and conclusion. So it's easier for the examiner to know that you have written the keywords and drawn inferences from the text if you underline these, and only underline if you have some time left at the end. Don't just waste your time underlining after you've written every answer. Do it at the end of your paper. Tip number 7 is for the writing skills section. Make sure you know the format for every writing skill you have, be it notice, invitation, formal letter, resume, article, etc. You'll always have a choice for these kind of questions, so attempt the ones you're more confident about. Writing skills can be really easy once you know the format because most of the time Half of the content is given in the question itself. All you have to do is write it in the format and elaborate a little bit. One additional tip, you guys can also go through the CBSE question bank. It's available for both 10th and 12th grade on the website. You'll find a lot of questions for one chapter. There are extract based questions, standalone MCQs, picture based questions, short answers, long answers. So if you all want extra questions for practice, this is a really good resource. I did not use any reference books for my English preparation in 10th and 12th grade. So this and a few websites is what I referred to. In fact, we had a lot of questions from this question bank in our school exams as well. So yeah, I think we covered the reading comprehension, literature and the writing skills section. If you all have any other doubts, you can put them down in the comment section below. All the best for your board exams. Trust your preparation. Don't stress out. It's all going to be easy. If you all haven't watched the paper presentation for boards video yet, go check it out. Also, another video of the series is coming up tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.